Hi Vanessa, welcome from me. Um, Working on day two of your challenge, I thought that it maybe would be a good idea if I perhaps just sort of a mini video, which is a little bit brave really. I know some people have got a testimonial and other bits and pieces, but I just thought, you know what, give it a go and then do talk about a story that I've worked with a client. Usually obsessed with this story, so we'll see how it goes. It was a lady. I was working in a therapy centre. I was covering a manager's day off, so she could have some time off. So literally sort of random customers were coming in, and this beautiful young lady come in, and she was in her wheelchair, and she said that she was concerned that she was she was overweight because she was in the wheelchair. She was in the wheelchair because she lost both her legs, because it was a blood clot that unfortunately she obviously just had a baby, and blood clot obviously caused health implications, and then therefore she had to lose both legs. So she had artificial legs, and she worked for the BBC. She was, I believe, a singer at the time. And anyway, yeah. So she said, "Oh, could I help her?" And I said, "Well, yeah, absolutely. If you'd like to come around to my place, and then we'll work on your weight loss and things like that." And so she sort of pulled up in her wheelchair and come into my sort of therapy space. And very special, very very beautiful lady. She was 26 actually, and just only recently just got married as well. So it was like, my God, to have so much traumatic sort of event and just had the baby. So yeah, we started working on the weight loss, but I got her to do some exercises, which included, and obviously she only had just lost her legs, and she had artificial legs. So I said, well, let's do an exercise where you walk along the floor, and we'll sort of just walk. So she literally sort of stood up bravely out of her wheelchair, and then she sort of attempted to walk, and then she sort of immediately, most people go into a behavioural change. She actually held one of her limbs as such, so she literally sort of lost most of her lower legs, tiny little stumps with obviously artificial legs attached. So she started obviously just slowly walk, because I really didn't know how fresh this was, the operation that she'd had. And I said, no, this is you can't do this. This is a learned behaviour, and you've really got to change this sort of thing. So I said, well, I really want you to like walk, march type of thing, and let that change that behaviour. But for me, as a therapist, yes, I've worked with many people and I've motivated many people, but Jesus Christ, I mean, how do you get someone to walk when they're out of the wheelchair as such? So she started to. She did sort of change her behaviour and work with me on that. And yeah, I mean, we're only talking a few steps at a time, but because this was very raw to me. But there's a particular point when I was doing the exercise with her, and I said, her name was Jessica. I said, for Christ's sake, Jessica, you really need to tell me what it's like, if this is really painful for you, because I have absolutely no idea what it is to have no legs. So if this really exercise hurts, you really need to tell me, sort of thing. And she carried on, and it was just amazing. It was it does really upset me now, but this beautiful lady sort of trusted me, and I didn't know what I was doing, but I knew what the right thing to do was at the time. And then she did. She literally walked sort of 5 feet, and then when she got to the other side of the room, she actually said that her physiotherapist hadn't even done this herself yet. And I just thought, wow, I didn't know, because we hadn't gone down that road and we were just here for weight loss. So I think it just shows you sometimes that maybe we doubt ourselves. And sometimes when customers appear for a reason and clients for a reason and things like that, then you just think, maybe this will work, maybe that will work. So she was lovely. I saw her for a few weeks after that. She did start losing weight. And she did start walking again. So very proud of that, and a very lovely story, and hopefully a few people will like it. So thank you, Vanessa, and I'm really enjoying this challenge. Thank you.